has become synonymous with what the world has come to expect from Dubai. It has been labelled the world's only 7-star hotel and has recently been named the best hotel in the world. The distinctive sail-shaped silhouette of Burj Al Arab is more than just a stunning hotel. It is a symbol of modern Dubai. So what does it take to receive such recognition, and what sets it apart from other luxury hotels? We sat down with the general manager of the Burj Al Arab, Heinrich Morio, to find out. Thank you very much for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Firstly, looking at the design and construction of the hotel itself, it boasts a number of engineering and construction feats and is an iconic structure in its own right. Can you tell us about how the Burj Al Arab came into being and what sets it apart from the rest?
Well, there's really 4 reasons why the Burj Al Arab is what it is today. First, its location. It's built on its own island off the shores of Dubai, which is a spectacular location to have. Secondly, the architecture, the design. It's a completely unique creation. Nothing like it has ever been done before. It's a high-rise, but I always like to say it's a piece of art, really. It's something to behold. The third reason is the interior design. Certainly the bespoke design in and of itself, the use of strong colors, etc. But also the design, generous design of the space. We have suites, our smallest suites start at 175 square meters or about 1,800 square feet. All of them are on 2 levels, duplex overlooking the beautiful Arabian Gulf. So it's spectacular. There's features in the hotel that are, the hotel is really from beginning to end is breathtaking, whether the arrival in and of itself, going over the bridge towards the hotel, especially when you arrive in the evening and you have the 4 pillars that are blowing flames and the fountain that is shooting up the incredible display of water lit up by various light displays, etc. The whole building is lit up. So the first impression you get when you arrive at the Burj Al Arab is overwhelming. And then you enter the building, and as I mentioned, you are entering a phenomenal lobby, which is 180 meters tall. As a reference, the Statue of Liberty fits into our lobby. You're overwhelmed by a display of colors and fountains. And again, depending on the time of day you arrive, a phenomenal display of light, but also natural light. One of the technical unique features is the sail of the Burj Al Arab, because the Burj Al Arab represents a dhow, an Arabian dhow, and for the first time ever, a large surface as our sail was created in a building, with a special Teflon technology to recreate the sail of a dhow. So it's location, it's architecture, it's interior design, and last but not least, and as important, if not most importantly, it's about 1,500, actually close to 1,700 people that are working in the hotel to provide our guests with a truly bespoke experience. And that really is what sets the hotel apart.
It has won numerous awards throughout its existence, most recently being voted as the best hotel in the world and the best hotel in the Middle East. It has also been labelled the world's only 7-star hotel. What does it take to achieve such recognition? And in your opinion, is the Burj Al Arab the best hotel in the world?
Well, let me answer the 7-star label first. The 7 stars is not something that we came up with. When the hotel first opened, a British journalist, when he was here the first time, wrote about us and said, based on his impressions that this must be the world's first 7-star hotel. And this 7-star label stuck with us, and we're not denying it, but we're also not utilizing it in our PR activities or otherwise, because there is no such thing as a 7-star rating in the world. You know, typically the star ratings go up to 5 stars, and yes, we do believe we are certainly a 5-star hotel. Are we the best hotel in the world? For example, when we won the Ultra Travel Reader's Choice Award, it is exactly that. It is a Reader's Choice Award, and the readers of Ultra Travel felt that we deserve to be called the world's best hotel. And I always like to say that we're only as good as the experience we give to our last guest. And if our guests feel that we are the world's best hotel, then that makes us proud, and that means we have done our level best to provide a unique and ultra luxury experience. However, I would never be so presumptuous to say that we are the world's best hotel, because the moment you believe you are on top, that's when you usually start sliding down.
Now, the reception that a guest receives when arriving at the Burj Al Arab is world famous. For those who are curious to know what that is, or for those who are thinking of actually staying at the Burj Al Arab, can you tell us a little bit about what they can expect?
Well, the Burj Al Arab experience already starts from the moment you make your reservations. The way we interact with our clients as to their preferences, their likes and dislikes, which we then aim to provide them with once they are staying with us. Imagine you arrive at Dubai Airport, you arrive, typically our guests arrive with first class or business class, and we have a Rolls-Royce with driver fetching you from the airport, and the driver welcomes the ladies with a bouquet of flowers, cold towels, scented towels, offers you a choice between sparkling and mineral water, and then whisks you off in the comfort of a Rolls-Royce Phantom, asking you whether you would like to listen to any type of music, so any genre of music is available for you to listen to. And while you are being chauffeured to the hotel, depending on your state of mind and what time of day it is, the chauffeur will attempt to engage you in Dubai, if it's your first time in Dubai, and highlight to you some of the landmarks. And so you are being whisked off to the Burj Al Arab, and as you are going down Sheikh Zayed Road, at one point you will see the Burj Al Arab, as we all do who live in Dubai, on your right-hand side. And you now are arriving at the hotel main gate, and the Burj Al Arab is literally looming over you, and you're going over the bridge, and the car pulls up in front of the main entrance, where one of our wonderful doormen is going to open the door and will say, "Welcome, Mr. and Mrs." and the name of the guest, because he will already know the name of the guest, and he will escort you inside, and there will be a lineup of 3 to 4 to 5 ladies offering you cold towels, dates, rose water, and Arabic coffee. Yeah. And so this is the first impression, the first impressions you've had from the moment you stepped out of the airport and now stepped into the hotel. There's a butler on hand to take you straight away to your suite, to your floor, and the butler then will orient you will register you quickly and will orient you in your suite, which is rather large, 175 square meters. There's a lot of features, technical features in the suite to make your life easier, and will inquire as to any special needs that you might have, from pressing to whatever it might be, dietary requirements. And so here you are entering a gorgeous suite, and the first impressions are you're overlooking the Arabian Gulf, and you're exploring your suite, and let's say you come into the bathroom and you will see a full display, a full lineup of Hermes amenities, full-size Hermes amenities for him and for her, for example, as a standard amenity in our hotel. Needless to say, the room has been presented with food and beverage amenities, from Arabic dates to camel chocolates to wine and champagne and fruits. So to make your first, to signal to you welcome to the Burj Al Arab.
Now, moving on from the building or the structure itself, as you were saying earlier, the hospitality industry relies heavily on the people and the staff that make that experience memorable. Now, your staff are sourced from all over the world. They come from a variety of different backgrounds. What goes into finding and training the right people to deliver that high standard?
Well, it all starts out with, first and foremost, with setting, determining what is that standard. What is the type of person that we want to work in our hotel? And so we have very stringent guidelines and standards that we hold ourselves accountable to. And we are actively sourcing people from around the world. Jumeirah works with a very good system that collects, is a huge database of viable candidates that we refer to. We also go to various countries. We travel to Russia, to China, the Philippines. We go to the United States. We go to Argentina, Brazil. We go really all over the world on regular recruitment trips where we work with partners that source for us based on our requirements, the colleagues. We then go there and we then present, of course, the hotel, but then put those candidates through a variety of tests, etc., to determine whether or not they have what it takes. Most importantly, and the one thing that you can never train a human being is having a warm and welcome personality, an engaging personality, and that is really what we're looking for, first and foremost. The rest we can train you. So we welcome people from any backgrounds, really. And we then go through very lengthy training programs. We train our colleagues an average of 6 to 8 hours a month on an ongoing basis, regardless for how long you've been here. When you first come here, there's an intensive onboarding system in place which takes weeks and weeks and weeks to make you really comfortable in the new environment you're in, and to also make you understand what are the huge expectations that our guests have from us, from the Burj Al Arab, when they come to spend their vacation here. What is also very important for us, of course, is that we have enough languages present in the hotel. Needless to say, you know, when you have guests from Russia, you want to be able to communicate them in Russian. When you have guests from China, you want to communicate them in Mandarin, and so forth. So we really represent our staff represents well over 80 nationalities and dozens and dozens of languages. So at any given time, we always know whom of our staff would be able to communicate with a guest. For Japanese, for example, we at the moment only have one Japanese employee, but she is crucial in helping us communicate with our Japanese guests. So the selection process is rigorous, and the results are self-evident.
Welcome back. Heinrich Morio first joined Jumeirah Group in 2004 as the General Manager of Operations. In 2006, he was appointed as the General Manager of Jumeirah Beach Hotel, and in 2008, he became the General Manager of Burj Al Arab. So what is behind the success of Jumeirah, and is the growth we are currently seeing in Dubai's tourism sector sustainable over the long term? We continue our conversation with Burj Al Arab's General Manager. You have over 25 years of operational experience in luxury hotels from all over the world. The growth of the hotel and resort sector globally is phenomenal, and the Jumeirah Group can rightly be regarded as a key player in what is a fiercely competitive industry. In your opinion, what is the success behind Jumeirah?
The success of Jumeirah or the success of the Burj Al Arab is first and foremost, well, it can be summed up in one word: commitment. It's the commitment from the owners, it's the commitment of the management company, Jumeirah, It's the commitment of the management team in the hotel to really wow our guests and provide them with stay different moments and experiences. And that's really the gist of it.
From your operational insights into the types of travelers and guests that come to Dubai, what are some of the trends that you are noticing in terms of demographics, ethnicity, average spend and guest requirements? And is this evolving over time?
Well, it has evolved over time, and it is a continuous, it's in a continuous flux of change. We have noticed over the past 5 years that certainly the Chinese market has become an emerging market, an important market for us. Having said that, the hotel caters to the Russian and CIS market very strongly, the European market, and you can almost regionalize it. You have Asia, you have Russia and the CIS, Eastern Europe, very strong, very good for us. Western Europe, led by the UK, Germany, Switzerland, very good market for us, and the Americas. And with the Americas, predominantly North America, but now also more and more, and thanks to Emirates Airlines and their direct flights to Argentina and Brazil, we see more and more South Americans coming. Another very interesting market that we see now emerging is Africa. Africa, we see more and more from various African states, African guests coming to the hotel. We have ourselves gone to certain African countries and are starting to source business there.
What about the Gulf region here?
And of course, we
Goes without saying.
It almost goes without saying. And of course, the Gulf region is huge for us, yeah.
One particular demographic that the Burj Al Arab has been successful in attracting is that of the Chinese traveller. What is it that attracts Chinese tourists to the hotel, and how has the Burj Al Arab been able to make and maintain such a strong connection to them?
Well, we have a sales team on the ground in China, which helps us to source business. We ourselves also go to China quite often. We have Chinese on our sales team that help us to develop that market. And so 6 years ago, when we started to go to China, obviously we were still learning about how to deal with the Chinese market and how to do business with them. Today we are well settled. We have a lot of partners all across China in the key cities, but now also starting to go into the secondary cities. And by secondary city, we mean a city that still has around 15 million people living in it, and are establishing contacts with key partners over there. The retail market is very important for us, to be present on the web with the Chinese customer and to know how to talk to them on that level. Is also something we're working on and exploring. As with every market, and being the world's most luxurious hotel, we have to be able to cater to the various guests that come to us with various ethnic backgrounds, etc. And for example, 5-6 years ago, we had maybe a handful of Chinese colleagues working in the hotel. And today we have well over 100 working in the hotel. So in order to be able to communicate with our Chinese guests. And then certainly we have done a lot of research about the Chinese traveler and what their likes and dislikes are. Chinese cuisine is without a doubt very high on their agenda. We have an Asian restaurant, Junsui, in the hotel, which features a variety of Asian cuisines, but also has a very good and big emphasis on Chinese cuisine in particular. Certainly during the high demand periods like the Chinese Golden Week, which is their national day week, and or of course Chinese New Year.
Now, finally, the Dubai Tourism Vision for 2020 has the stated goal of attracting 20 million visitors per year, trebling the sector's contribution to Dubai's economy. As you were saying earlier, Emirates Airline has grown at a phenomenal rate. Dubai's international airport is now the second busiest in the world, and a host of new mixed-use mega projects have been announced for Dubai. Is the kind of growth that we are currently seeing in this sector sustainable over the long term? And what is the hospitality sector doing to accommodate this objective?
Well, first of all, yes, I fully believe that this growth is sustainable. Look at where Dubai has come from and where it is today. And if you would have asked somebody 10, 12 years ago whether the growth plans are realistic, maybe some people would have told you, we're not quite sure. And here we are today, and we have well over 70,000 rooms in Dubai. And the city is running average occupancies in the high 70s or low 80s on an annual basis, with phenomenal average rates. And the future projects that have been announced are just that. They are phenomenal. And this is what Dubai has done in the last 15, 20 years. They have set phenomenal ambitions, and they have turned them into reality, and we are all seeing it happen in front of our eyes. So I have been in Dubai now for 9 years. I came the first time to Dubai in 2001, and I worked for a different company back then. And I said to my wife, going back to where we were based in the Indian Ocean, that we have to be part of this phenomenal growth of this city. This is only going to happen once in your lifetime. And the wildest expectations that we had back then were far exceeded. And I think all of us who live in Dubai are still amazed at what is happening, at the speed it's happening with, the level it's happening on, the high level of commitment and quality, and you know the famous saying, build it and they will come. Well, it's being built and they are coming. There's no doubt in my mind.
Mr. Heinrich Morio, General Manager of the Burj Al Arab, thank you very much for your time.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
Well, that brings us to the end of our program. If you would like to get in touch with us, you can contact us at UAE Weekly at city7tv.com or by calling us on 04367 2230. From myself and the entire team, have a great week ahead.